What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name's Matt. Today we're going to be doing a defensive only rebuild. This is really inspired of the Heat and Celtics playoff series. It's been really scrappy. So we're going to try and replicate that. We're going to build a team in a fantasy draft and just get the scrappiest defensive players that we can and see what happens. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to be choosing a random team going into the fantasy draft. 3, 2, 1, bang. We're going to be doing the Dallas Mavericks. They just played today, beating the Warriors. Now only down 3-1. So let's see if they can do anything in this series. But let's see what type of pick that we get. It doesn't look like the going to just forward down. Oh god. Okay, alrighty. We're going to sim the rest of the draft. We're going to see what our assistant coach drafts us, and we'll go on from there. I'll see you guys at the end. Alrighty, this is our team that our assistant coach has drafted us, and Jaylen Brown with our first pick. Actually not terrible. He must have got the memo that we're going for defense. That you can see that his perimeter and inside D are quite good for his position anyway. Will we be keeping him though? We're going to have to see. We do need a scorer, which he has put up some great scoring stats in the last couple seasons. But other than that, and even RJ Barrett's got a pretty good perimeter defense. So we're going to get some scrappy guys off the bench. We're going to get a full defensive 5-man lineup. I'm going to have a quick look around from trades. I'll update you guys when I have an idea what I want to go for. Alrighty, what we're going to do with our first trade for this defensive team, we're going to be trading Jaylen Brown and Marcus Gasol for DeJounte Murray and Gary Harris. Now, I know Jaylen Brown is a good scorer and a good defender. I just really like DeJounte Murray personally, so we're going to be trading that. He's a lot cheaper as well, so it's going to clear up some cap space for us to make some moves. We will move Gary Harris, even though he's a solid defender on the perimeter. But other than that, this is going to be our first trade, and let's keep going. Alright, we're going to go for a trade for Marcus Smart, Gary Harris, and Lou Williams. Probably going to do that. Alrighty, for our second trade of the video, we're going to be trading for the Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart. You can't really have a defensive video without the Defensive Player of the Year, so that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to pick him up. We're going to be trading Gary Harris and Lou Williams for Marcus Smart and a Nick Richards. So he probably won't play anyway, but that's a solid player for $14 million a year. So I'm happy with that. Alrighty, for our third trade of the video, we're going to be trading Kevin Love's big old contract and Isaiah Thomas' little old contract for Dylan Brooks, which is a solid perimeter defender, which definitely suits our video, and Nick Claxton, which we might trade, but he is a good player for his contract. And a first round pick is also going to the Timberwolves. Our team's slowly coming together, but there's a few more trades I want to do before we start simulating the season. Let's keep going. Alrighty, for our next trade, we're going to be trading Kem Burge for Alex the God Caruso. Now, you can't have a defensive rebuild without Alex Caruso on here. He's got an A+ perimeter defense, and we're going to be using that to the best capabilities that we can. Welcome to the team, Alex Caruso. Alrighty, for our next trade, we're going to be picking up Mitchell Robinson, which is an excellent defender on the inside. He blocks a lot of shots, so we're going to be trading Anthony Simons. As much as I like him, he is not a defensive player. He's a very defensive liability as much as he can score, and he did a great job backing up Damian Lillard while he was out with an injury. We are going to be sending a first round pick over to the Raptors as well. We're also going to be picking up Terrence Davis. Alright, welcome to the team, Robinson. Alrighty, we're going to be trying to steal Robert Williams from the Houston Rockets. He has obviously become such a good defensive player over this last season, and I definitely want him on our defensive team. So we're going to be trying to send Daniel Gafford and Eric Pascal over to the Rockets and see if this works. It's not going. What did they say? Okay, let's try and throw them a pick and a second. And another second. There we go. Alright, Robert Williams, welcome to the team. You're going to be certainly fitting in well off our bench, I assume. No, they want him starting. That is very fine with me, with Robinson coming off the bench. Alrighty, so starting off our five right now, we've got DeJounte Murray and Marcus Smart, a very, very defensive backcourt. I'm very happy with those two. I don't think I'm going to trade either those two guys. DeJounte Murray is probably going to be our leading scorer as well. Unless RJ has a breakout season, I might still trade RJ. I do still want a pure scorer on our team. I don't think we've got a pure scorer yet, but other than that, our defense is looking amazing. We'll go over and have a look at the stats real quick. So perimeter, we've got 2 A pluses, A minus, B plus as it comes down, but everything looking pretty clean at the moment for our defensive build. For inside D, A minus, B plus, B plus, B. We've still got Eric Bledsoe. He is a good perimeter defender, so he might stay on the team. So is RJ Barrett. I'm just not too sure if I want a better scorer at that position. I'm going to have a quick look around, but if not, this might be our team for this season, and we'll see how we go. I'll be back when I finish and make my decision. You know what? We are going to stay with this team, I think. DeJounte, Marcus Smart, RJ Barrett, Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, Mitchell Robinson, Dylan Brooks, Alex Caruso, Nick Claxton off the bench. I think I'm happy with that. We are very, very deep. If we're not doing as good as I would like. And I'm going to have a quick look for a head coach, see if there's any defensive head coaches out there as well, even though Jason Kidd has done a pretty good job this season, especially taking out the Phoenix Suns. So I'm going to have a quick look around for that. Alrighty, we have decided to stay with Jason Kidd as our coach. But I did make a quick trade for Lou Dort. He's a sniper and a good perimeter defender, which will come off our bench alongside Alex Caruso, and it kind of rounds off our bench a little bit. I might see what does he change if I put him to a shooting guard. That is Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort. He goes down one. He's small forward / shooting guard, so it doesn't really matter. But that is going to be our lineup for this season. I'm going to simulate until the trade deadline. If we're going well, if we're a top seed, I'm going to just simulate straight to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys at one of those points. Alrighty guys, we are at the end of the season, and about halfway through the season at the trade deadline, I did stop, and we were at the top of the conference. We went on a huge losing streak. We only had 19 losses. We went on a huge losing streak. But we still did end up with 50 wins on the season, so that is still solid. LeBron wins your MVP. Cade Cunningham with your Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year, 14, 6, and 5. That's nice to see after this season in real life. Giannis is your Defensive Player of the Year. Ja Morant is your Most Improved, and Doc Rivers with 62 wins. I was kind of hoping for that a little bit more. We might need a scorer, which I did say at the start of the season, but we opted just to go with the team that we had built. This is your first team, your second team, and your third team. Did we get any people on the defensive teams? Does not look like it. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, but that's okay. We did end up with the 2 seed anyway, so I am more than happy with that. We'll simulate the play-ins, and we are up against the San Antonio Spurs, which have Drew Holiday, which is also a defensive guard that I was looking to get, but his big contract did kind of make it a little bit annoying. But he healed Dorte, Keldon Johnson, Joel is that's a 8th seed. Alrighty, let's see how we went throughout the season. We'll go to standings. Alrighty, so points allowed per game. We were first, only by 1 point, which is a bit disappointing, but we were first in the league. And then points per game, we were down here at 116. Okay, not terrible. I did want a bit of a better defensive performance, so we are going to simulate game 1 of the first round, and we had the lead up until the 4th quarter, and we absolutely blow it. Alright, we're going to go game by game. We go down 2-0. I'm going to change we're going to go to an 8-man. So it's going to put Alex Caruso out. Ludor is a little bit better on scoring wise. I'm happy with that. DeJounte Murray is doing his best, honestly. RJ Barrett only with 12. Okay. They put Marcus Smart off the bench. He's shooting 18%, so I'm definitely happy with that. Game 2. Alright, we take the next game. We tie it up. And can we take the lead? We do. Okay, that rotation adjustment must have done something. We won 3 in a row, and we go into the next round. So maybe putting Alex Caruso out of the lineup is a good thing. I don't want to bet on it. But we are up against the 6th seed Grizzlies, which have Luka, Jalen Brunson, Lauri Markkanen, Julius Randle, Hassan Whiteside, and James Wiseman off the bench. As you can tell in this year's playoffs, there's not much you can do up against Luka, but we're going to do our best. Simulate game 1. We do lose. Okay, Luka put up 35. There's really not much you can do. That game 2, we lose again. We're an all defensive team. I don't know what else to do. We go 3-0, and we're going to simulate. We come back 3-0. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. I was just expecting me to press simulate and go and get swept, and we come back 3-0. Wow. This defensive team must have heard me being wow. We're up against the 1st seed Lakers. I'm amazed at that. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. Chris Paul, Pat Bev, Andre Iguodala in the starting role. Okay. Kyle Kuzma, Jarrett Allen, Norman Powell, D'Angelo, Dwight Howard, TJ McConnell. This is a solid defensive team as well. I'll give it to him, except Pat Bev, you know what he just said about Chris Paul, so I don't think that lineup would really work. But we're going to use that to our advantage. We are going to take game 1. That's what we're going to do. If I can get over to our game box score, we won by 2, but that is okay because Kyle Kuzma is their leading scorer, which I'm very happy with. See, like game 2, they do take it by 5. These are close games, and we take game 3. Alrighty, we take them out. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. We've got an 8th seed over in the conference finals on the Eastern Conference as well. Alright, we're going to, thank you, simulate, we're going to up game we're going to, go up 3-1. I can tell it, I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones. And we will take him out with a gentleman's sweep in this game. Thank you very much, Dallas Mavericks, the best defensive team of all time. We're going to go with that up against the Brooklyn Nets, which have Stephen Curry. I'm sick of the end Draymond Green, so they've got chemistry already. I'm sick of going up against these superstars, I really am. It is the NBA Finals, but can you give me a break for a second? So even this is Gary Payton as well. Look, this is not as good of a team as I thought. They are only a 3 seed. So we are going to, hopefully we do take game 1 by nearly 20 points, over 20 points, my bad. Curry had 36, but that was not enough to stop us, which they do take game 2, unfortunately. Okay, I don't want to touch the... Okay. I was going to say, I don't want to touch the adjustments right now. What we're going to see... Okay, we've got Marcus Smart back in the... I'm going to let them do this. Alex Caruso is still at the bench. Lou Dort is shooting 46%. I'm very happy with that. 40%, 70%, 70%, nearly 50%. That is amazing. 50%. Okay, we're shooting really well. Marcus Smart has brought his shooting percentage back up, and DeJounte Murray is shooting amazing besides downtown, but we don't expect him to shoot 40% from downtown, which is fine this early in his career. We got this tied up right now because we are the better defensive team. We're going to get that stop at the end of the game, and we go down 3-1. We get one out. Okay, that's fine. We do bring it back. Okay, can we force a game 7? I'll be very happy if we do force a game 7. We do force a game 7. Alright guys, we're going to simulate with SimCast for this. We're going to go slowly. We're going to speed it up through the first half. We have got a huge lead. We've got a huge lead. Do not blow this. We're not blowing this. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to jump into the game. I'm going to raise the trophy above our heads and claim that we are the best defensive team in NBA history. I'll see you there.
They've done it! The Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship.
And you talk about a defining moment. This is it. They have played so well together.
Of adversity, time and time again, standing tall as one.
Boy, it's been a beautiful thing to watch. And a special thanks to...
Alrighty, and that is it. DeJounte Murray is your finals MVP with 21, 6 rebounds and 9 assists with 3.5 steals a game. That is why we got him on this team. People were doubting me for trading for him, but look what happened. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for coming and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. This was our all-defensive team in NBA 2K22. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm coming out with new videos very soon, so stay tuned. Thanks guys. Peace out.